Today I am going to explain about the forensic and criminal justice. See here you can see forensics and criminal justice. If you search, this is good for forensic students, whoever newly joined like BSc forensic and MSc forensic. It is very good topic for them because what is forensic? How forensic person help to a police person, and how forensic help to court justice, like criminal justice. So it's very good topic, and even if you search in Google also, you people don't get this much topic, because I researched a lot, and I collected this material, and then I am doing the video for the forensic students. What the work forensic person actually do, what the person forensic person actually, they work very hard for to give a criminal justice. So here the topic starts. Here you can see the image like a forensic science, and here one forensic scientist is analyzing, and here you can see the definition. Application of science to law is called forensic science. Forensic science is the application of science to those criminal and civil law that are enforced by police agencies in criminal justice system. So it's an law that it's an application science to criminal, civil, and it is useful for police agency to give the criminal justice system. So here the definition ends, and here you can see the forensic scientist is there, and even police persons are there. How he is explaining the case to do the investigation, further investigation of police officers. And here you can see forensic come from the Latin word forensics, meaning in open court or public. Forensic mean form. It's an meaning is form. It's a Latin word. Forensic is a Latin word. And father of forensic science, Dr. Edmond Locard, he is the father of forensic science, French criminologist. He formulated the basic principle of forensic science. Father of forensic is Edmond Locard. He is French criminologist. He formulated the basic principle of forensic science. Theory explained by him was every contact leaves a trace. This became known as Locard exchange principle. This is the most important principle which is used in the forensic science. Every contact, if you go some other place, and from there you collect something and you leave something. So the meaning is you collect something and you leave something. Every contact leaves a trace. This became known as Locard exchange principle. Here we can see Locard exchange principle. Every contact leaves a trace. See here, every criminal leaves something at the scene of the crime and carries something away. So this is the principle by Locard. And role of forensic scientist. Criminalist usually called as forensic scientist, who analyze evidence such as body fluids in order to determine every evidence, etc. Criminalist usually called as forensic scientist, who analyzes evidences, whatever the evidence we get at the crime scene, just we analyze that, and he is called as forensic scientist. Fluids in order to determine every evidence, etc. Other forensic scientists may help to identify collect and deviate evidence at crime scene. So other forensic scientists, they help to identify and collection of evidence. See here you can see numbering given to every evidences, and they are collecting some evidences related, and here we can see India's first lady forensic scientist, Dr. Rukmini. She is the first lady forensic scientist. Dr. Rukmini is the Rukmini Krishnamurthy. India's first lady forensic scientist is Dr. Rukmini Krishnamurthy. So she did many analysis. She is the, see here you can see it, celebrating tomorrow leaders, women lead the way, and she is the first lady who is the forensic scientist in India. Forensic terminology. See here is the forensic terminology: accused, suspect, culprit, corpse delict. Accused means a person who has been arrested for or formally charged with crime, the defendant in criminal cases. Whoever the accused is the person who arrested, formally charged as criminal, is accused. Suspect is the doubtful. We suspect something. See, if I think he is the criminal, so I am suspecting him as a criminal. So it is known as doubtful. A suspect is known as person accused or suspect of committing a crime. Suspect is doubtful. A suspect is known as person accused or suspected of committing a crime. Culprit, someone who has committed a crime or done something wrong. Culprit is someone who has committed crime, is the culprit. And corpse delict means the body, dead body is known as corpse delicti. History and development of forensic science. There are many who can be cited for their specific contribution to the field of forensic science. History. We are going to history. Whoever developed the forensic science, there are many of them who cited the specific contribution, who contribute their field in forensic science. And the following is just brief list of those who made the earliest contribution to formulating the disciplines that now constitute forensic science. These are the persons, scientists, whoever gave their contribution in the following subject, forensic science. See here you can see Matthew Orfila, father of forensic toxicology. Matthew Orfila is father of forensic toxicology. Toxicology means poisons. Poisons, whatever poisons are there, analysis done by him in the toxicology section. Matthew Orfila is forensic toxicology. And Alphon Bertillon, developing the science of criminal identification, skull development and all. See, Matthew Orfila is toxicology, greatly improved test used to detect poisons, especially arsenic. See, if any dead body, if we suspect that the body found with some poisons and all, if we think that the body which is there, which we got at the crime scene, when we are analyzing in toxicology section, if we get any poisons and all, that first did by this Matthew Orfila, father of toxicology, wrote about the detection of poisons and their effects on animals. He is a person wrote the detection of poisons and all. And here Alphon Bertillon, developing the father of criminal identification, skull development and all. This is done by Bertillon. He is the father of criminal identification. See here in a case, in a crime scene where we got a body, and there we have to take some measurements. See, we got an evidence, we got an dead body, and we got and some evidences related to the crime scene. So what he do, he measures the all the things whatever present at the crime scene. He measures that entire crime scene. He is the father of this criminal identification, and even he only developed the there only he got suppose in a crime scene, it's an past some over years dead body was there, and only skull and only bones are left. So to develop the features, we use some technology in forensic lab. So this Alphonse Bertillon is the father who identified the skull development and body development measurements and all. He is a father. And here Francis Galton, father of fingerprints. Francis Galton is the father of fingerprints. Galton board, here you can see the Galton board, or here we can see his image. He is the father of fingerprint lifting. We get different type of fingerprints over crime scene. We don't get one fingerprint over the crime scene. So he only binomial or normal distribution, relationship between binomial or normal distribution. In the crime scene, whatever fingerprints we get, first analyzer, he is a father of fingerprint. Today we use many crime scenes over this formula only. So Leone Lattice, father of blood grouping, determining the blood group of dried blood stains. See here now we analyze many kind of blood grouping. Mainly if we in the spot in the crime scene, if we get any blood, wet blood, 4 categories A, B and O. Devise a simple procedure for determining the blood group of dried blood stain and applied it to investigations. In investigation, this person has been collected the dry blood stains and he did the analysis. So here Calvin Goddard, father of firearm, examiner to determine whether or not a particular fired a bullet requires a comparison of bullet with one that has been tested fired from suspect weapon. So this Calvin Goddard is the father of firearm. Like now shooting cases, using some gun and shoot some person, and the person died over there, and bullet to cartridge, and they collect some bullets cartridges, and they analyze from where it has been fired and how much far, how much near, like that, to show that exact what type of bullet has been used and what type of shoot has been done. He is the father in ballistic section in forensic science, forensic lab. Who? Calvin Goddard, father of ballistic, developed the technique to examine bullet using use a comparison in the ballistic section. So and here we can see See here, you can see father of ballistic developed the technique to examine bullet using a compression microscope to determine whether or not particular gun fired the bullet or not, from which fire bullet has been shot, and from which gun this bullet has been came, and for that analysis through microscope and without microscope, he is the father who analyzed about these things and all ballistics. And Albert S. Osborne, document examination, like a question document. See here, we get many forgery cases. We are seeing many forgery cases, land grabbing and all. In that cases, we found many documents. We get many type of documents which was analyzed, first analyzed document examination done by Albert S. Osborne. He is the father of question documents and all. Forefront of document examination. Reason for document acceptance as scientific evidence in court. 1910 authorized question document. So he is the father of question document. So particular documentation section will be there. So in the document section, they analyzed documents, forgery documents and all. They analyzed when any case has been registered over someone for forgery or anything, and even like fake notes and all analyzed done in document section in forensic labs. So here Hans Gross, the first person describing the application of scientific disciplines to the field of criminal investigation, was written by him. Hans Gross is the first person describing the application of scientific disciplines. See, whenever we go to any crime scene, there we can't collect anything whichever not related to the crime scene. So whatever related to the crime scene, whatever required, whatever is needed in criminal investigation, he is the person, father of forensic publication, wrote the book on applying all the different science disciplines to the field of criminal investigation. So he wrote some books, and which is used for us in criminal investigation. And last but not the least, again we came first, father of forensic, Edmond Locard, father of forensics and founder and director of Institute of Criminalities at the University of Lyons. So Locard principle, just now I explained it, and he is the father of forensic and all. And here you can see during the post World War I period, period, Locard's success served as an impetus for the formation of police laboratories in Vienna and Berlin, Sweden, Finland and Holland. So that period, first World War period only, he succeeded in this formation of police laboratories. In 1932, the FBI under the directorship of J. Edgar Hoover organized a national laboratory that aimed to offer forensic service to all law enforcement in the country. In his FBI laboratory is now the world's largest forensic laboratory, performing over 1 million examinations every year. The FBI launched research and training center in 1981. See here, we can see in 1932 the FBI under the directorship of J. Edgar Hoover organized a national laboratory that aimed, AIMED, to offer forensic service to all law enforcement agencies in the country. In his FBI laboratory is now world's largest forensics laboratory. They are performing over 1 million examination every year. 1 million. Imagine how many criminal cases has been are occurring over there. These FBI launched research and training center in 1981. In 1981, this has been launched. See, here we can see crime scene, physical evidence, victim and suspect. This is a crime scene. Crime scene is there, one crime scene. There we get physical evidence, one victim will be there, one suspect will be there. So here again I am showing low card exchange principle. Every contact leaves a trace. See, some people, they do crime. They think that never ever they can be catched. But they don't know that in every crime scene they leave some evidences and all. He collects something and he leaves something. So it's a low card principle, which we all the forensic persons, they use the principle first principle used by all forensic persons. Another important milestone making the development of forensic science was the creation of Central Research Establishment in England in 1966. Another important milestone making the development of forensic science was the creation of Central Research Establishment in England in 1966. Organizations of crime scene. See, here we can see organization of crime laboratory. At present, there are approximately 320 public crime laboratories operating at various level of government, federal, state, country, municipal in 1966 in US. Here we can see approximately 320 public crime laboratories was operating in 1966. So now at the time only they used these many. So think now how much it has been developed. See here, the FBI Department of Justice, the largest crime laboratory in the world. FBI is the Department of Justice for the largest crime laboratory in the world. And during enforcement, drug enforcement, Administration Laboratory, Department of Justice are responsible for the analysis of drugs. Drug enforcement is there. Drug enforcement Administration Laboratory Department is there for justice are responsible for analysis of drugs. Whatever drugs they get, they do analysis in various type of drugs. Altogether over 100 countries. See, even India comes in that country. Altogether over 100 countries throughout the world are known to have at least, in every country, at least one laboratory facility offering service in field of forensic science. So every country they are having minimum 1, 2 and all. But here we can't say the figure, we can't say these many. So altogether they just overall they said that 100 countries throughout the world at least have one laboratory, forensic laboratory facility offering service in forensic science. So think how much forensic is important and all. See, here we can see there are in one forensic laboratory, how many services are there? See, in a first what they do, first they collect, preserve and analysis. Forensic science, forensic person collect, preserve and then analyze and then send to court for justice. and these all collection, preserving and all help to all police officers to further for justice in court. So basic services provided by crime laboratories. There are 15 units which continuously work 24 into 7 in all forensic units, and they are basic services. In one forensic laboratory there are 15 units, 15 sections. In Indian style I am saying, units are said in foreign style. So in Indian style I am saying that 15 sections are there in one forensic laboratory which continuously work for 24 into 7 every day. 24 into 7 they work for all crime scenes, all crime analysis and all. Physical science unit. Physical science unit is a first section. Physical science unit is a second section. Biology unit, and in biology unit like blood, DNA, overall these things comes under the biology unit. And third section is firearm unit. It's an ballistic unit, ballistic section, like firearm, guns, and bullets and cartridges, everything comes under firearm unit. And fourth section, fourth unit is document examination unit. Document examination unit is there. It comes under like document forgery documents will be there na, and understanding what forensic document examination, it's an forgery document or original document, like these things are comes under the document forgery unit, document section. So next comes fifth unit. It's an photography unit, most important unit in forensic section, because it is the only one of the section which is used in all crime scenes, all type of crime scenes. So photography unit is a preferenced section. So for in photography unit only comes videography unit also. So photography and videography is must in all crime scenes. And next comes toxicology unit. Toxicology, it's an poisonous, whatever the poisonous cases will be there, it is analyzed in the toxicology section. And they analyze what type of poison the body has been consumed or been consumed, like forcefully the body gave some toxins and all, some poisons has been inserted in the body. To analyze whether what type of poison has been inserted in the body, this toxicology section is being used. Latent fingerprint unit, it's an for fingerprint testing. Latent fingerprint is for fingerprint section, fingerprints analysis and all done in this section. And polygraphy unit, polygraphy unit is light detector unit. It's an important, most important section, one of the section used overall the world. And it's a lie detector, whether the person is saying truth or lie. To analyze that, these section polygraphy is used. And most important thing, this one in forensic field. And voice print analysis unit. See, there are many cases which forgery voices and all there. So to analyze the voice, original voice and fake voice, this voice analyze section is used. And evidence collection unit. Evidence collection unit is most important unit to collect the evidence. And in India, there are many teams are there, and especially clues teams are been there for exclusively collected the evidences. They must collect the evidence, preserve the evidence, and they must send the evidence to forensic lab, and their analysis has been done in forensic lab, and it is sent it to court, police to further investigation and complete the entire cases. Evidence collection unit is most important unit. And cybercrime digital evidence unit, digital forensic, if we get any related like content related to digital content, like any phones, hard disk, or nowadays social media, and many contents are come under this digital evidence unit. So every cyber attacks done, and whatever comes, this cyber crime digital evidence unit is ready for that. It is one of the important unit. Serology unit, 12th one is serology unit. And in serology unit, they're same like biological unit, liquid units, liquid things like collection of blood, mixture of cells, enzymes, proteins, and inorganic substance, whatever there. These are comes under serology unit. They collect the salivas, they collect liquid bloods and all. These all analysis are done in forensic serology. Erythrocytes, leukocytes, everything, plasma and all will come in this. They analysis in that unit. And last and the 13th forensic unit is there. Forensic unit, there are some forensic departments which are mobile forensics. See, one vehicle will be there. That vehicle will travel over the crime scene, and they analysis at the spot. So this is a forensic unit. They whatever the evidences can't be collected to evidence forensic lab, these forensic crime unit will go there. They collect the evidences, and then they do analysis over there in this van. This is the van. See, here you can see tires and all. This is the van where evidences are collected at spot. They analyze and they finish the case over the crime scene. And next, physics unit. In physics unit, you can see here forensic physics, distance measurements and even everything, solving crimes with physics. Whatever evidence is found, they solve with the technique of physics. Physics unit is there. It's an 14th forensic unit. And chemistry unit is there, forensic chemistry. And there they collect all the whatever chemicals, whatever these different type of chemicals will come, they analyze over the chemistry unit. Drugs, narcotics, whatever narcotics will come, whatever drugs will become, whatever chemicals will come, everything analysis done in chemistry unit. See, these are the 15 units most important in the forensic science. The above units of forensic scientists must be skilled in applying the principles and techniques of the physical and natural science to analysis of many types of evidences that may be recovered during the crime investigation. The scientist must also be aware of demands and constraints that are imposed by judicial system. The procedures and techniques that are utilized in laboratory must not rest on firm scientific foundation, but must also satisfy the criteria of admissibility that have been established by court. These are the procedures, techniques, the scientists who were analysis the criminal evidences, whatever evidences they get in a crime scene, they must know every procedures, techniques, everything they must be aware and all. So these 15 forensic units, they are the most important units, most important scientists. They analyze over entire evidences with their techniques. Provision of expert testimony. See here we can see provision of expert testimony. Forensic scientists may be required to testify with the respect to their methods and conclusions. At trial, see here we can see the forensic forensic scientists may required to testify with the respect to their methods and conclusions at trial or hearing. Trials courts have broad discretion in accepting an individual as an expert witness at any particular subject. See here, trial or hearing will be there. They must, these forensic scientists may require to testify their methods. They have to give some conclusion to hearing, to trials and hearing. They must give an conclusion. And here in trial courts have broad discretion in accepting an individual with expert witness. Whatever expert is going to say, like a witness at any particular subject, he must furnishing training in proper reorganization, see like collection, preservation of physical and digital evidence. And the competence of laboratory staff and the sophistication of its analytical equipment have little or no value if relevant evidence cannot be properly recognized. See, if the evidence is correct and if the person, the forensic scientist is giving the conclusion correctly, then only these evidences are value in the court. If not, they will be not relevant. If the relevant evidence is there, so it is not recognized in court. So first important is recognized, when it is recognized, properly recognized, collected and preserved at site of crime. Wherever crime scene is there, he must collect the evidence properly, he must preserve the evidence properly, then he must do analysis properly, then only court will accept that. For these reason, it is important that the forensic staff have responsibility that will influence the conduct of crime scene investigation. For these reason only, it is important that forensic staff, whoever going to the crime scene, are responsibility to influence the crime scene investigation. The most direct and effective response to this problem has been to dispatch specially trained evidence collection technicians at crime scene. So whoever are trained to collection part, we saw there evidence collection team is there. So they will be trained efficiently. They will be trained efficiently and only they will send to crime scene. They have all proper tools and the supplies that will make possible proper collection, packing of evidence for the future scientific examination. Most important, who are the most important person here? The collection person is the only first person who is important in every forensic analysis. What he should do? Collection, preserving and analyzing. First what he will do? He will do collection, then he will do proper packing and all, then he will take to this forensic lab. There they will do scientific examination, and then it will last finally come to conclusion. So each must become aware of the its problems, technique, limitations. So this way the forensic person, they do they collect clues. They collect clues. A journal of detection. Clues is nothing but journal of detection. What is full form of clues? Crime laboratory ultimate evidence system. This is the full form of clues. And some of in India, most of places, they are having especially only clues teams. They collect, they took to laboratory, ultimate evidences they will take, and they will just deposit in forensic lab, and they analysis in every crime scene. So here for every cases, the forensics are the important, most important in the every crime scenes. So this way forensics is important in every cases, like physical or it may be digital crime scenes.